Established as Boardtown in 1831, this was among the first settlements in this area. In 1837, the town received its charter and was renamed Starkville in honor of Revolutionary War General John Stark. The same year, Starkville became the county seat of Oktibbeha County, which was formed on December 23rd, 1833. Starkville, Mississippi. Let's go. P9 here, and I am in Starkville, Mississippi, which is a city located not too far from Columbus, Mississippi. So we're gonna walk around downtown and get a tour of the city. So without further ado, let's go. Now, Starkville is the county seat of Oktibbeha County, and right here you see this is the First Presbyterian Church. So this is the first major site that we will see over here on Main Street in downtown. And 7 local citizens, including Reverend Cyrus Kingsbury, established the Mayhew Church in the area known as Mayhew Mission. This congregation was received into the Tom Beckby Presbytery in 1829 and moved to Starkville in 1834. The first sanctuary was built on Louisville Street in 1837, and in 1853, the church moved into a new Greek Revival style building on Main Street. In 1925, the congregation moved into this neoclassical revival style building. So this is a neoclassical architectural style Greek Revival style building. So it's the First Presbyterian Church. Now, Starkville, it's a pretty small city. It has a population of 24,000, and its population puts it at 16th ranked largest city in the state of Mississippi. It's also a college town, as Mississippi State University is located nearby the town. So we're going to see a lot of things downtown with the Mississippi State logo on it. Now, this building right here is associated with the university. It's called the Hub. It's a research and technology building right here on Main Street in the historic downtown district. So the Regions Bank building right over here. Go down this way real quick. This building is called the Hotel Chester. Let's see if I can get the front of the building. Yep, this is a hotel. They have a Hotel Chester right over here in downtown. A historic building. It's it was ranked on Mississippi's magazine top list. So Hotel Chester was built in 1925, actually. So I had to look up. 1925, this hotel was built. I was trying to see if they had a marker. But this the front. This is actually, I believe this is actually the front right here. I thought the other side was the front, but this is actually the front of the hotel. As you can see, right here. And they actually have a shop, a Mississippi State University shop with a bunch of Mississippi State gear, merch and apparel. Got some more right here, some more shirts. They got the volleyball schedule right here. That's the volleyball squad. Shout out to them. And this is the State Theater. See if I can get a wider shot of it. So they have that balcony up there. Pretty cool. They also have a downtown cafe called the Starkville Cafe. So I guess they're developing this. They're doing some developments further down the street. But they have this poster right here advertising building for Starkville's future. So that's good that they're investing in developing the downtown area, making it nice for college students and local residents alike. As you can see right there, they have this sidewalk closed ahead, doing road work. Go ahead and cross over here. Yeah, this nice mural right here. Starkville, Mississippi, welcome home. So on this mural, they just have a bunch of paintings of different things associated with Starkville. They have the community theater here, John Grisham Room, Ulysses Grant Library. Noxubee National Wildlife Refuge. You see the alligator right here representing that. You have the Mississippi State Pirates. Well, I guess that's the Mississippi State's actually the Bulldogs, but it looks like a pirate right here on the flag. It says Leech. I don't know if that's the high. That might be the local high school's logo or whatnot. But they also have Dak Prescott's name. Dak Prescott, played college ball at Mississippi State. He's now the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And the Magnolia Industry or Independent Film Festival. Okay. They have the King Cotton Crawfish Boil here, apparently, in Starkville. Pumpkin Palooza. Sports Flex right here. They go to Bulldog right there with the shades on. Cowbell. Johnny Cash is from Starkville. Cotton District Arts Festival and the Templeton Ragtime Jazz Festival. Looks like a bunch of pretty cool culture right here in Starkville. It looks like an inmate right here, Starkville 66185-10465. So is that supposed to be Johnny Cash? Really nice mural though. Really dope mural. Magnolia Hair Studio. A law firm across the street. And just look at there, they got the shuttle bus. They got the Mississippi State shuttle bus that runs downtown from the college campus, it looks like. And this is the First Baptist Church right here in Starkville. So of course you got your couple of church buildings over here. This one in particular has a marker. Historical marker associated with it. So this is the First Baptist Church, organized July 28, 1839. 13 original members, one a slave, used as a Confederate hospital during the war between the states. L.S. Foster, founder of Mississippi Baptist Orphanage, ordained here. General Stephen D. Lee, first president of A&M College, now Mississippi State University, served church as a deacon. On this site, the original wooden church was completed in 1843. It was replaced in 1889 with a brick building, which was renovated and enlarged in 1914 and 1922. Ray Memorial Building erected in 1956, and this sanctuary was erected here in 1962. So there it is right here, the chapel for First Baptist Church. So we talking about over 180 years ago. Feels like it's cooling down slightly. See a school bus, so it looks like the kids are getting out of school shortly. And it's only 1:14. They get out way earlier than we used to get out of school. We didn't get out of school till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm feeling a little salty right now, seeing all these school buses at 1:15. Nah. But we've seen a lot of construction work going on down here downtown. There's some more work going on over there. I think this is the police department building right over here. Starkville Police Department. Another law office, Mallet Law Office. Shout out to the law firms. What's this say right here? It says greetings from Starkville. Okay. Nice mural. I guess we're coming up at this restaurant called the Tyler Restaurant. So I'm over here at the corner of Main Street and Washington Street. About to cross over here to this historical building, which looks like it used to house the Rex Theater, but it's also a lodge. So apparently this building was renovated in 2021, but it looks like it was originally the Rex Theater. And it's another Masonic lodge. Now we go over here by the county buildings in the city hall. There goes a county building across the street. That's the circuit court right over there in the cut. County administration, election, circuit court. And they have a nice little bakery right here. Right before you get to Starkville City Hall, which is this building right here. Yeah, there goes the circuit court building right there in the cut. And let's see what this is. This the county education office building, and also Veterans Affairs office. They have a pita pit right here. Another law office. Spring Street Brewery. You know that it's in a college town. They gotta have a little brewery, huh? They also have a little cigar lounge right over here in this building, the same building. And there goes a monument dedicated to those from Oktibbeha County who died in service to our country. Shout out to all those individuals on that marker, on that monument. And this is the Oktibbeha County Courthouse. Nice looking courthouse. 4 columns right there. And of course this part of the sidewalk is open, due in large part to the fact that it's the courthouse. People gotta have access to the courthouse, you know, pedestrian wise. So there goes the side of the courthouse right there. Before I go, I want to get a shot of this Coca-Cola, this old school Coca-Cola vending machine. Insert the coin right here, and then it's the coin release. You could put nickels, dimes, or quarters. Then they have a bottle opener actually on the vending machine. So they have a bottle opener attached to the vending machine. Of course, the coin return in the actual slot where the Coke will be dispensed. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Old school vending machine. Oh, I almost forgot too. Let me go back real quick. They have a telephone booth, public telephone station. They actually had an old school payphone with the rotary dial on it. Wow.
Hey there, welcome to Starkville. As you probably noticed,
Dang. I didn't think that thing actually worked. Wow. Y'all don't know about that rotary dial, man. Old school pay phone from way back when. I can't even begin to tell you what era that was. You know. Let me keep walking down this way though. Restaurant Tyler. Starkville Community Theater. So they got quite a few little restaurants and artsy spots to hang out at. They got a bar and grill right here called the Whiskey Ranch. So a nicely developed downtown for sure. Nicely developed downtown for the locals right here in Starkville. And you can tell they're obviously very crazy about their local football team. As you can see, Saturdays in Starkville. Mississippi State apparel. They got another shop right here. Look, State alumni. There's even more. And this is a bookstore and a cafe right here. Yep, Old Main District right here in downtown Starkville. Some nice little clock tower right here. And they had this memorial for John Mitchell Jr., President, CEO, Vice Chairman, Emeritus of People's Bank, National Bank of Commerce. So he was a banker. So pretty nice memorials right here, as you can see. Shout out to all these individuals. Yeah, but that does it for downtown Starkville as far as content is concerned, but I got a little bit more of the city to check out, so stay tuned. Just doing a little ride around Starkville. Got some apartments right here. Got a couple of apartment buildings actually right over here. Oh, and by the way, this is Russell Street where I'm riding on now. So you have a lot of restaurants, little hangout spots over here for the college students. More apartment buildings, a lot of student housing in this area. They even have a Mugshots Grill and Bar. I think it's safe to say that in pretty much every major college town there's going to be a Mugshots Grill. Check that building out right over here. It looks like an old mill right there on the right, like an old textile mill. It looks like it's been converted into a alumni building. Division of Development and Alumni. That's what I just read, a sign that said Development of Division and Alumni, associated with the university, of course. We approach the campus of Mississippi State University. Now, here's the interesting thing about Mississippi State University. The college campus is not in the city of Hartville. It's not in Starkville. It's actually located outside the city limits. It's located in an unincorporated area that's literally called Mississippi State, Mississippi. But here is the entrance to Mississippi State University, founded 1878. Mississippi State University for Agricultural and Applied Science is commonly known as Mississippi State University, and it is a public land-grant research university in Mississippi State, Mississippi, or slightly located outside of Starkville. And the university had its origins as the Mississippi Agricultural and Mechanical College on February 28th, 1878, and admitted its first students in 1880. Now, Mississippi State is organized into 12 colleges and schools, and the university offers over 180 baccalaureate, graduate, and professional degree programs, and is home to Mississippi's only accredited programs in architecture and veterinary medicine. Now, according to the most recent statistics in 2024, Mississippi State University has a student enrollment of 23,150, academic staff of 1,359, and administrative staff of 3,361, operating under a $1.0 billion endowment. Now, again, 1878 is when Mississippi State University opened, but it was known as an agricultural and mechanical college back then. So they taught their students agriculture and mechanics, and so it was basically more so a vocational college at that time due to Starkville's location on the in like the agricultural part of the state. It's a lot of farms in Mississippi, of course, and Starkville during that time was very industrial. This was the late 19th century, and this was also pro Civil War. So therefore, when the university opened up in 1880 and it started accepting its first students, the president at that time was General Stephen D. Lee, who was a Confederate soldier who served in the Civil War. And in 1887, Congress passed the Hatch Act, which provided for the establishment of an agricultural experiment station in 1888. So it's a lot of history associated with Mississippi State. Even when you think about the Jim Crow era during the 50s and 60s, it wasn't until almost a century after its establishment where Mississippi State University accepted its first African American student, and this was in July 1965 when Richard E. Holmes became the first African American student to enroll, and the university was then desegregated officially in July 1965. Now, the National Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed by Congress the year before, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was being debated, and the U.S. Supreme Court had ruled in the Brown versus Board of Education that segregation of public schools was unconstitutional. So basically, a year after the Civil Rights Act, and the same year where the Voting Rights Act was passed, is when Mississippi State desegregated. And of course, as usual, when situations like that arise, there was backlash and protests, stuff like that. But nevertheless, that was a very historic moment in the university. And also, might I add, this was 3 years after James Meredith was the first black student to be admitted into the University of Mississippi, aka Ole Miss, which is located in Oxford. And Ole Miss is the oldest university in the state of Mississippi. So I thought I'd add that in there. But yes, as far as campuses, now Starkville is the location of the main campus of Mississippi State University. However, there are auxiliary campuses located through in three different cities outside of Starkville. You have one auxiliary campus in Meridian, one in Goshen, and another one in Biloxi. Now, Mississippi State also has sports teams. They have intercollegiate sports teams. who play under the Mississippi State Bulldogs mascot, and they compete in Division One, the NCAA Division One, as members of the Southeastern Conference, aka the SEC. And in their more than 120-year history, the Bulldogs have won 21 individual national championships, 30 regular season conference championships, and one national championship title. And the sole championship title that the sports programs at Mississippi State has won was when they won in 2021, when the baseball team won the 2021 World College Series. And so you have that. Now, Mississippi State University, again, it's a major university in the state. They participate in what's called the National Sea College Program and the National Space Grant College and Fellowship Program. So this university has a lot to offer when it comes to different professions and everything of that nature. So I was just riding around the campus and just seeing a bunch of the students walking around was pretty cool because you actually see the culture. It illustrates the culture within the university, and and basically that's what you commonly see, of course, in a college campus, in a college setting. And Mississippi State also, might I add, is located in a small town in Starkville as far as its campus type. It has kind of like a rural, remote town uh, setting atmosphere, and it sits on 4,200 acres. So it's a really big campus. So in this video, I only drove around a small section of the campus. It's much bigger than this, of course. So yeah, this is just a little presentation, a little drive around Mississippi State University. This is Davis Wade Stadium, officially known as Davis Wade Stadium at Scott Field, and this is the home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs football team, originally constructed in 1914 as New Athletic Field. It's the fourth oldest of all college football stadiums, and it was most recently renovated and expanded in 2014. Now, Mississippi State Stadium, Davis Wade, has a capacity of 60,311. However, they had their record-setting attendance in 62,945 on October 11, 2014 in a game versus Auburn. Now, 2014 to date is Mississippi State's most successful season. And when you look at the history of Mississippi State Bulldogs football, they have had not a whole lot of success as far as championships. They've had a couple of them. Like they had a couple of titles in 1940 and 1941. So they won back-to-back national titles back then. They had a conference title in 1941 and a division title in 1998. But that's pretty much it throughout the course of its 130-year existence. So there's been a multitude of coaches throughout the history. Of course, you have the early coaches: Dan Martin, Charles Shearer, Bob Tyler, Emory Bellert, Rocky Felker, Jackie Sherrill, just to name a few. And you also had the first black coach ever to coach at an SEC school by the name of Sylvester Croom. He coached the squad from 2004 to 2008. And then Dan Mullen took over for 8 seasons between 2009 to 2017. Dan Mullen he had a lot of success under Urban Meyer as an offensive coordinator prior to him arriving to Mississippi State. Well, y'all, this concludes this vlog here in Starkville, Mississippi. I got a chance to see the downtown area as well as a little bit of the college campus to give you a taste of the culture right here in the Starkville area. I'd like to thank everybody who watched me and watched this vlog. Make sure you hit the like button, and also if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And when you hit the notification bell, make sure you hit all. That way you get notified each and every time I drop a vlog. With that in mind, good people, thanks for tuning in. See you guys on the next one. Peace.